Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Hope. Now, in this Hope broadcast, we're going to talk about a little bit of the dark side of life, if you will, in order to bring some light. Sometimes we got to look into the shadows to see the contrast, to understand the value of the light. Our scripture reading this morning comes from a very quick little simple verse that has great impact on how we believe. And it says in 2 Timothy 3 and verse 5, they have a form of godliness but deny the power thereof. Now, in this scripture, really quickly, there's a lot of reference to what the end times or the end of the world is going to look like. And down through history, some things that we need to look out for. And I want to refer to one word in this scripture, and this is kind of what we're going to talk about for a minute this morning, and that is denial. Denial. We're going to talk about denial and fear because they work together, and really denial comes from fear. It's important to note that we are living in crazy times. I don't need to elaborate on that. But one thing we've got to understand is there are different ways to deal with these crazy times. The past few episodes, I've relayed some ways that we can uplift ourselves and bring ourselves inspiration and encourage ourselves, and through music, through prayer, through gratitude, through appreciating life, and through watching inspirational videos such as this. But that doesn't get rid of the elephant in the room or the skeleton in the closet, however you want to say it. There is still those that would deny that anything is wrong right now. And the increase of craziness that's going on around us is proof that people are in denial. And life's too short, folks. I don't want you just to believe what I'm saying at face value. I don't want you to believe what other people are saying at face value, because media tends to just warp and turn and twist things into something that it really wasn't in the first place. And so we get a lot of denial because we understand there's a lot of untruth told. Now, if we were to look at our scripture this morning and just break it down really quickly, if you look at the words and what they mean, basically it could say this, that you have a formula for piety or the gospel or things that are good, but you contradict the power, the miracle, the force that actually makes it happen. See, we're living life right now, but we're denying the power of life. We're denying the lessons that can be learned in a situation like we're in right now. We're denying the fact that there's even a problem. Well, there's no virus where I live, so what's the big deal? There's, nothing happening in my house, so we deny things that are happening around us. We deny that I could ever be affected. We deny that I'm able to be hurt. We are all affected in some form or fashion. Denial is hearing and seeing about something and then contradicting the reality of it. So how does that affect us? How does that come from fear? Well, fear is basically this: false evidence appearing real. And the only place it appears real is in your head, in your mind, in your thoughts. The spider's not going to really hurt you. The heights, as long as you stay standing where you're at, are not really going to hurt you. It's a fantasy that appears real in your own mind. We're living in time that fear-mongering has been pushed on us. And we are constantly inundated with people's fantasy, false evidence that appears real. And it brings us fear and then leads us to denial because we don't want to deal with it. The other issue is that when life goes beyond our perception of what is normal, we either change with it or we deny it. And when we deny it, we are refusing to change, refuse to grow, refuse to become better, because the comfort part is where you want to be. But when we're comfortable, we can't grow, we can't change, we can't become better. And so now we're all shook up and we need to change. And so I want to encourage you to have hope. I want to encourage you to have peace. I want to encourage you to have something that inspires you to become better, to change, to stop the denial and embrace the change. Because when we embrace the change, we'll become better people and we'll be able to help others. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Let's embrace the change today and let's help others endure and become better people. God bless you. I'll catch you next time on the next Hope broadcast.